Now we're going to talk about simple formulas. With simple formulas, I'm only going to talk about addition and averaging. That's it. There are many more formulas that you could use, but for right now, we're just going to go with the simplest for comfort. What you're going to be looking for is this sigma button. It looks like this, and it is at the end of the toolbar. Okay? So when you click the down arrow, you'll see that you can sum and average are the first two options. So that's what we're going to be working with. At the end of your toolbar, you're going to look for the sigma icon. Remember, if you see the ellipsis, that just means that your part of the toolbar has been truncated and it's underneath the ellipsis or hidden. So I'm going to go into my sample. I'm going to narrow my screen. And now you can see the ellipsis. When I click there, here's my sigma button. And here are all the different formulas I can use. Okay. I can also widen. So what we're going to do is we are going to go back. We're going to use lunch count because this is where we just add things, right? And if I am a teacher and I need to send a lunch count down, then these could be kids doing this. I just need a sum, right? I just need a real quick addition, okay? So I'm going to click in my final cell and I'm going to go up to my sigma and I'm going to click sum. And notice it has its sum and brackets. So I have to tell the computer I'm going to click and drag on those cells that I want it to add. And then I have to hit enter. Make sure you do not use your mouse and click anywhere because that messes everything up. Okay. So this is a simple sum of all of these numbers. So let's do that again. I'm going to erase it. I'm going to click and choose sum. And I'm going to highlight the cells that I want to be added. And there they are. For your challenge, I want you to, in row 23, I want you to add up. Just do the first one because I want to show you then how you can copy the formula over. Okay, so finish your challenge and then come back here, pause the video, and I'll show you how to copy over. All right, so here we are in cell B23. Now, I know that I need the same exact formula to be in this cell, but for column C. So what I want to show you is, after you've done your formula here, notice this blue box. There's a blue square in the bottom right-hand corner. What you are going to do is click on it and just drag it over. And now it automatically is adding column C's items. So you don't have to do a formula more than once. You just copy over, okay? And what we're going to do next is we are going to go to the percents and we're going to do an average based on the grades that are here. All right, so for averaging, we're going to, you can either click below or next to, right? If you're averaging a column versus if you're averaging a row, it's going to be the same. We're going to click in it. We're going to choose the formula we want, and we're going to highlight the cells that we want to average. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my spreadsheet. Now, I'm going to change this quiz 4 to quiz average. So what we're going to do is I click here. I'm going to go up to my sigma button. I'm going to choose average this time. Notice it has the parentheses there for me. All I have to do is tell the computer, I want you to average quiz 1, 2, and 3. And then make sure you hit enter. That is key, okay? Now I've done this once. All I have to do now is drag that formula down and it will automatically do everybody else's grades, okay? Notice this error is here because there aren't any grades. The minute I put grades in, though, it will start to average. So if there are only 2 grades, it divides by 2. If there's a third grade, then it divides by 3. The computer knows, okay? Now I have to do the same thing for tests. So I need an average, but this time I'm going to include all 4 because this quiz counts as a test. So I'm going to click, I'm going to hit my Sigma button, I'm going to choose average, and then I'm going to click and drag. Make sure I hit enter. Okay. And once I've done that, I can click and drag. Now I'm going to show you another trick. If you have numbers in all of these cells, and what I'm saying is there's not a break in between them, you can click on this cell, go to the corner, and instead of clicking and dragging, if you double click, it will automatically go down until there is a break in the numbers in the column right next to it. Okay? So again, I'm going to hit undo. You can click and drag, or you can double click, and as long as there's no break in the numbers, it'll copy all the way down. Go ahead now and do your averages for, you're going to average. First, you're going to change the title inside F1, and it's going to say quiz average. And you're going to average that column, and then you're going to average columns F through I in column J. And when you're ready, come on back. That wraps it up for our level 1 spreadsheets for data analysis. Using it more and more often will help you to become more proficient and more confident.